electrical wires.
I can imagine.
Don't
You are roast meat. Like,
Are you talking about what you do when you land on the
Yes.
plane?
doing barbecue at this hour.
What can you do in any case? There's nothing you can do.
You can land on a tree. And you can land on a good ground.
So on this fateful day.
So I landed on a good ground, but the guy who was running after me, he dropped his baggage. Oh, that thing landed right next to me. So even if I was hurt, I was stand for that. If this thing would have landed on me, so that thing actually took the pain away.
They say when
So I got up, like they say when you're riding a bike in Kisi, you fall down, you look around, nobody's looking. So that's what I did. Even though I was hurt.
it's in the forest, the luggage.
I got up.
The missed death.
Yeah, I got up.
You didn't wait for the other guy to tell him, like, Mazee, I'm hurt.
No, he landed. Now we started.
Oh.
He helped me.
Get up.
He was a sergeant first class. He was a whole senior. Like when you are a staff sergeant, you become a sergeant first class. So a sergeant first class is somebody who's
Really good at
he knows what he's doing. Then I was a private. A private is like a mono. Like you don't know you are left to right.
But this is a guy jumping from an aircraft. Let's forget.
Did he say sorry?
Yeah. No, I didn't tell him because I wanted him to help me.
Oh, in fact, he's there to supervise maybe.
Yeah. So we went and then I was limping, but I sucked it up. We went to the training camp. Oh man, that training was tough. There's a training that could probably call that was tough. That training was tough at the very beginning, but it's like Solomon, you can man up into it. So after that, it was a 30-day training. After that, I came back. You know, now speaking of the story of running fast, when I landed in my company, I became a hero. Because nobody could beat me. In running. And since nobody could beat me, we have a company guidon. A company guidon is like a Kenyan flag. That is a flag that represents our company. So when we are doing running in the morning, the commander is in front, the first sergeant is in the side, you are like the third in command. Only on that running. So you chill with the big boys.
You occupy it.
That's why you're always private part of that. You're chilling with the big boys. Wow.
Then it came to a point that when we are doing physical training, because we do that like medicine, they give you like medicine. Physical training is a daily thing.
Prescription.
It's a prescription. Unless you are sick, and if you are sick, you go to Sicko, you come with a Sicko receipt, the doctor said, I put him on break from physical training for at least 3 days.
You don't just be sick, but
so if you didn't go to Sicko, you jump in on
you are fit for exercise.
So I started when I ran in my company, first sergeant who was in charge of the company, he said, today, it was on a Friday, today I'm going for an 8-mile run. Who is going to go with me? And everybody, around 200 soldiers, everybody looked down. I was mad.
How?
I said, is this like United States Army? You guys, your first sergeant is asking who, and you guys are looking down. I said, I'll
go.
My supervisor came and said, put your hand down.
What?
I was like, why? No, why? He was like, you want to die, man. I was like, if I die, you can't pick me up. That's your job.
What? What?
He said, okay, go. See, now when I was back there, I didn't see that man was tall. When I got close to him, now we are doing push-ups.
You look like a toy next to him.
You now realize what he said.
Now, it became another story I kept on school now. What am I putting myself into? And then, another thing, I don't even understand how far is 8 miles.
Oh. What you got mad about is how can nobody out of this
Out of these 12 people,
Not raise
nobody can raise their hand.
let me raise a hand,
Let me-
what it means.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Language barrier again.
I want you to in intelligence.
I know.
I did not fully, yeah, out of that, I was like, yeah, nobody can do that.
Out of all these men.
Yeah, and we are the mighty United States Army, man, come on. Let me do it.
Someone got to this.
Yeah.
And I'm the
So
one.
you stand next to him and you
I
realize
realized
this
that.
guy is a
And
giant.
then, that's when I realized that there's that thing we say a little prayer. I said a little prayer to God. God, don't let me down. You see, give me power to overcome these temptations that I put myself into. Nobody did.
I did not think
I put myself into it.
Yeah,
So,
so I cannot blame you
don't,
on them.
don't allow
Oh my
yourself
goodness.
to have shame.
Yeah.
Give me success.
You're like, Father, it is me again.
Again, my stupidity
So
from me.
I went, I started running. And now, me, you know, with my experience, we just run. I never knew there was this thing that you put your watch
Oh, to monitor you.
to monitor that you are going 8 miles, so you pace yourself so that you
Oh,
can.
even you understand how
Yes.
far you can.
Yes.
With 80 miles,
So we
I
are
can
going
do this.
natural.
Okay, we see.
You can see.
Thank you.
So
Someone kina sakawa.
on the road, this guy he made a mistake. He told me, slow down. I'm like, oh, I'm beating him already. So how was I scared? He's telling me to slow down. That means
It's just advising you, but
I was scared of him.
now.
I'm scaring him.
You're like, this guy.
So the more I said slow down, the more he fired me up.
You kept running.
That sound,
This is the
slow
speed
down.
you needed.
Borusko Gorati, I think you're a very strange man. You're a strange man. And respectfully so. You see, for most people, when that happens, that is not what we think. But now I need to run more because you're told to slow down.
I'm using my master.
You like to take challenges up, like, and it is natural.
Yeah, I mean, I was
that is
like-
a gift.
So he told me
Even when you didn't
to the
understand
point.
what
Yeah,
happened.
like airborne. I am airborne.
He said that until to a point he said, you know what, Tomboto? You go. You see that place there?
That's
You stop there and wait for me.
Wow.
So I went and then there's these trees in America, they call them pecans. They're like peanuts. So I went and sat under that tree and started eating them. Waiting for him.
I can see the gods must be crazy.
He came breathing hard. He said, "You are not even breathing, man.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?"
man?
And then, and that's one thing I respect about American leaders. If it was an African leader,
He would
Yeah,
do
yeah.
this
he would
job.
be like, this small boy is beating me.
What are you
Now
trying to
I'm
prove?
ashamed. What am I going to tell people that he beat me?
He would even kill you.
Sure.
In every formation every Friday, we do a safety brief. Like in the weekend, don't do this, don't do that. It's like a school. It's like a school. It's like daddy and mommy and telling you this weekend, do not drink and drive. This weekend, don't beat your spouse. This
Like
weekend,
a mkunji
it's like,
for-
yeah, safety.
Yeah.
Then before he said the safety brief, he says, "Omboto, come here." I say, "What's that?" Say, "See this young man this morning."
You really did it.
But you see now, him acknowledging in front of people that I beat him, that made
That
me
was-
a hero now.
Even you believed in things.
Everybody now,
So,
everybody now in the entire company, knew that this joker can run.
Wow.
And by then, you know you're short.
Yeah.
You know you're short.
I'm very short. But you see,
people don't I think you learned from your master, because people don't take it kindly when they're both short.
Yeah.
When you're short and you beat a tall guy, you want experience for so.
So getting to the company, having the airborne patch, and looking at the formation, few people have the patch.
Wow. And the formation is made up of how many men?
Huh?
Formation, you look at how many men?
Majority is, in my queue I was with the military police. I was attached to work with the military police. But I was, like, my job was in that. I was a well vehicle mechanic, trained. And when I'll talk about that later. So in that formation, when you look around, and even my supervisor did not have the badge. So you have the right to tell them, go get the badge and come talk to me.
Oh my goodness. That sounds so cool. Like, yeah, I know. You go get it and come talk to me.
And you cannot do anything about it.
Wow.
And now when you have a ranger tab, you walk around with your chest up, not with your head down. When you walk around, even if you are low rank, if you have a ranger tab. Like, for instance, right now my wife has got 3 patches. She has got
a tough one.
She has got airborne.
Oh, she jumps.
Yes.
You allow it.
Yes.
The family of jumpers.
So she has
a family that jumps together, stays together.
She has got airborne. She has got air assault. Air assault is when you propel from a moving aircraft. You propel using a rope.
Oh my goodness.
Imagine a woman or a female propelling na hiyo kama kutoka juu.
That lady I see on TikTok.
Yeah, she has done that. And now
not from a.
You better pray to God that someone does not underestimate her and try to rob her, because that person will really regret and change careers.
And not only she has that, you see me, I had on the video, and I was bragging about it.
No, she can do this.
Yeah, she has that, and she has that, and she has EFMP.
What is that?
EFMP is
find the words. Can
you explain for simple people?
It's expert field medical patch.
Oh,
That's pretty much, I would say, that the training is tough than airborne. Even airborne and air assault combined.
Wow.
Now, let me pause here.
When she got the 3rd badge in the United States Army, she was the first female to have 3 badges in the last decade.
In the entire USA Army?
Yes.
Now I feel like we need an interview with her.
So it's not. So don't just think it's just badges. Huh?
Put in a good word for us. We really do need to talk to her now. No.
So
she's my friend on TikTok. I'm going to, before you talk to her, I'm going to request for that. Wait,
in the past
that's
decade?
Serious?
Yeah.
First female or overall?
And you can go on, and actually somebody who posted that, he was the top-notch, senior-most leader in their field of medical. Like, all the way up there from DC.
Posted that,
he posted that on his Facebook page.
Damn. I swear I would be waiting.
And he said, I was honored to award this first female in the last decade.
I would sleep with those badges. I would attach them to my pajamas, wake up, attach them to my clothes.
So when you go to a new duty station, like Njuka, you're a Njuka, right?
Yeah, newcomer.
Back in high school, you are a newcomer.
Yeah.
Like, people are trying to see who is this newcomer. Now when they look at your uniform, first they want to see what's going on in your chest.
And when you're a newcomer and Njuka,
so when they see those,
that's so bad.
When somebody sees that, they slow down, they tone down.
You come to reduce resolution.
Yeah.
People
So when they talk to you, they talk to you with some type of respect. Because you have earned those badges. They were not handed to you like candy. And speaking of that, for my retirement, I was not just given it candy like, oh, no, I earned it.
Wait, now I think you're confusing me, and I think it's okay now we start knowing who are you.
Who is Solomon?
Who is
Guys,
Solomon?
how does a simple boy go to the heights of an American and
Not only heights, but also literal heights.
and command respect? You know, it is one thing to be, literally jump from heights and go to the heights. How? Okay. Tell us about your childhood. Did you know you would be a sergeant of staff or staff sergeant?
Did you grow up knowing this is where you're destined to? Did your father, mother, or somebody?
Well, when I was, like I said, when I was told that you are named Solomon, and they defined to me who is this Solomon. Now that was my first motivation. Like I need to work so hard so I can be better than him.
Tell us about your name. Who is Solomon Omboto?
Solomon Omboto was my father's eldest brother.
So your uncle?
My uncle. Actually, in Kisi, in Keroka, then, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but
you said we'll find out whether it's good for.
If it's safe or not.
Then when people used to sit for other people of KCC or KCP, he sat for a lot of people.
You sat for a lot of people.
It did.
Him? Your
father was really sharp.
He was very, very. So, and in my father's family, by then he was working with the Wazungu company in Nairobi. So he was a well-known person.
It was rare back then to work in Nairobi.
The first person to bring this thing in the village.
Yes.
So when you hear that kind of a person, you are being told that that's the person you are named after, you have to mirror that. Then I jumped in the Bible, I found out there was this Solomon. I was like, no, I have also to
live up to the name.
I have to live up to the name. So, and another thing that helped me as a childhood, I inclined my studies more in the Bible. I used to read the stories in the Bible, the likes of Joseph, how they became a prime minister
from
slavery to.
And then I found the only thing they did, they believed in God. So that's the only requirement I need. So I said,
Try me, I can do it.
What will it cost me to believe in God? If I can earn all these benefits.
Nice.
And indeed, I have got more than what I dreamt. That when you believe in God and ask,
and it shall be given.
It shall be given. I've done that, and I will tell you that for free. All the time, there is somebody who always calls me. Be like, oh, Solomon, I've run into this trouble. Be like, have you talked to the guy upstairs?
Before you talk to me.
Because he has got a solution. He owns everything that we see. He has the key to every door. So, like I say, like now, if you want to drive my car, who will you go for the key? Right? But who actually owns all those cars? So I found out that. So whenever I want everything,
you tell God. Who was religious in your family? Who really introduced God to you?
Well, I would say that my grandfather, actually in Keroka, Amasege Secondary School, Amasege Primary School, Amasege SDA Church is built in my grandfather's land.
Oh, wow. That is a dedicated advantage.
He gave us those kind of blessings. And also my grandfather was a former president of Massachusetts.
Okay.
That's great. You must have.
So you knew God not just as a
no.
person your grandfather knew, but at a personal level.
So as a personal level, that's also in a different way. So when I grew up, I used to, like ask God that if you did this to Joseph,
You
then
can do it for me.
you can do it for me. So that spirit kept on, firing on, and things looked tough at the beginning. Things were tough. Like,
Tell us about the
things
tough
were
phase.
tough. Like, I won't say things were easy because, like, by the time I'm the fifth born in my father's family, my father used to work so hard. But there's this thing that once you start making, I don't know if that was in his mind, but I'm trying to imagine. Once you start making a little bit and then people tell you, well, it's a little happy.
You can enjoy it. You see, we are not talking about anything you can do.
No, natumiwa elders.
So, for somehow, I found him buying for counselor. But then I was maybe in nursery school.
What was your father doing?
My father,
By that time,
me growing up, I saw him, he had a little office hapo kwa hiyo society. Alikuwa na, run the office here.
for the society of Peretra.
Yeah, Peretra, but it was combined.
Oh, coffee,
Peretra,
Peretra.
milk.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
The creameries.
Yeah. Remember that TV that was put there?
Yes.
He was the one who used to
Operate it.
Oh.
It was like the
Then later
It was
on,
a prestigious
yeah,
position.
later on, after he went to that counselor thing, and we had this cow that he was given by the room. These cows they were given, farmers were given.
Oh,
He sold that for the campaign.
Campaign.
So after he fought the campaign, now me I started looking my dad just going to Keroka, sewing umbrellas and selling magazines.
So he could not even get his previous job back.
Yeah.
you had to retire. It was a government job.
So I grew
You
up.
had to resign before going for a
So I
political.
grew up sewing, doing that. So it feeding 6 and paying school fees for 6 is not a walk in the park. And
With
my
the
mom-
saving
and my mom, unfortunately, she was asthmatic,
Oh.
so she could not do really much. Actually, most of the time, my dad could actually even do the cooking and before he even goes because
I
the
can
smoke
imagine.
was not good for her. So I grew up looking at this man toiling, not one man, toiling, daily.
Yeah. What did that do to you?
And
as a
that
child?
used to make me feel like I should do better. And before I went to school, now the soldier thing, you see now I told you I have that spirit. If somebody tells me you can do this,
Sure.
You're going to do
the
it.
soldier thing did not just come. There was a time when I was before I went to nursing school. Now, my immediate brother and myself, my father went and bought gumboots. My brother gumboots were red, mine were blue. And for some reasons, I loved the red color.
Oh man.
And since I was the baby, I said, no, we're not
I want the red ones.
And yes,
So
they
I
really
cried,
love them.
and they said, yeah.
Give your brother the red ones.
Now, how did I have a picture? My brother's having those, they are
The
so
blue
tight,
ones.
and mine are so big.
Oh my goodness.
The sizes were different, but you wanted the rest.
That's part of the selfish.
Oh my goodness.
So, for some reason, with my daddy's wisdom, he went to town and Keroka, and he brought me a Kanyanza camouflage.
Oh.
The compact.
Yeah.
He said, man, you're a soldier.
Plus the boots now.
You cry for things like this.
For
You're
red.
a soldier. You see now I have bought you this. I'll go buy you a jacket. I'll go buy you the military boots and a cape. And you'll be my soldier here.
Oh my
You
goodness.
stop crying for it.
Give him that.
Yeah, better deal. This is a new deal.
But I don't want the end. It's even so right?
Oh my goodness.
So, and then I said, Dad, where is the jacket? It's coming from Nairobi. Those ones are not found in Karaka. I asked.
That's why that was a struggling man.
I asked until I grew up.
And you just outgrew
There's more salt to go down than even if you bring them. You have to buy now.
A new shorts.
So that became like kind of a story to put aside.
Oh yeah.
But when I found out when I went to boot camp now in the United States Army, I was given 4 pairs of uniform and 3 boots and physical training uniform.
Oh wow.
Then I cried.
It clicked.
This was the uniform that was the
That Mzee said it's coming. It's coming from Nairobi.
But then
So
he was gone. I was like, I wish he was
I wish he was there to
so
see me.
I can show him that the soldier you talked about,
Has been made.
this is him.
Wow. Damn, that's heavy.
So that always when it comes to my mind, those are my low moments.
Your mother is alive at that time.
My mother was alive at that time. But when I think of my dad and how he told for us to get where we are, and it's not there for me
To at least even appreciate, like,
Even the joy of just seeing his children.
Yeah, not that. It was sometime because when my dad was dying, he died on my hands. Right here at the referral hospital, level 5. Is it level 4 where?
it's now level 65.
At that time, have you even gone to America? But you don't even have an idea that you would ever go to America.
That is the time, right? I graduated high school and then, I'm built different. After I graduated high school, I used to hear that if you go to Nairobi, you can get a Kenyan ID in 2 weeks.
You went to
And
Nairobi.
then to get a job,
Get a Kenyan ID.
you need a ID.
Right.
So when I left high
You're
school,
like, I did.
I went to Nairobi straight. Got an ID in 2 weeks. And then I started doing hawking, carrying clothes from, I went to go to the Kombo with my aunt. We get jackets, we come, we wash them, we iron them, and then I hang them. Then I go from Mansai Road to Koroi, back. I will make 2 trips a day, and I will hang my leg.
Wow.
Then I graduated from that.
What have you not done?
I did that for a little bit.
I thought jumping was.
I did that for a little bit. Somebody showed me and said, I'm thinking of opening a restaurant, and I think you can be a good cashier. So I graduated from that and I became a cashier. I did that in 1 week. Somebody came and said, I want to sell maize from Ujoro, and I think you're the right person to do that business. He wanted to give me 200,000. So I go and make the parties. And by then I used to hear stories that people get attacked on the bus and I was like, first of all, I've never seen 200.
Please don't give me.
Are you trying to
Frame me for that?
So I told them, you do this. Go get the maize. Meantime, I organize for the owner to get somebody for replacement.
As
In
I
my
wait for
mind,
the main.
I'm thinking of calling my other brother to come and take this position.
Oh,
I go take that job. See now, I'm finding my brother job in the village.
Yeah, it's the spirit.
And
Your elder brother, that is.
yeah. Then he came, life hit him hard that very night. He gave up. He didn't even go for it.
Oh my God.
I said, this guy is a kid.
My elder brother.
Suffering was your middle name, man.
I continued. I sold those maize for like 2 weeks because I was on a commission. 1 sack, 50 shillings. So I calculated 100 bucks. That's how much.
That's 50, that is.
5,000.
That's 5,000. So in 2 weeks, I I had 5,000. Okay.
And
So
5,000 then
then
was good money.
and I'm right out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
So then somebody came from America. He had an idea to install 3 items:
Mm-hmm.
a digital camera, a computer, and a printer. In all postcards in Kenya.
Oh,
So that when customers are coming to open accounts,
they can do
take
the
pictures, passport picture right there and then, you print them and then you give them.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So I was
Which
again
is this?
offered that job. So I graduated from that May setting. I was taken to
A
Kisumu,
cleaner job.
Kisumu for a training.
Mhm.
I was trained for 2 weeks to do that job. Mark, you have never seen a computer. Now it's a tough training. I have to be competent so that I don't lose that opportunity. I was posted in Rwanda, next to Maseno.
Oh,
Oh, I had
Yeah.
gone to Kigali. Okay.
Now, you know, in a bank you have to dress, man.
dress to convince.
But I'm not working in a bank, but I'm attached. But
Oh,
I'm acting.
You are a photographer attached to the bank.
Yeah.
But I'm working in the bank.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to, but then
You
the
can't
bank,
be
they will
dressing
not
like a
allow you.
maize seller now.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So I used to dress good. And you know, I was young. Then people used to come and say, Dad, this young man is working in a bank. And then I was enjoying the benefits when the tea is made at 10 o'clock. It's comes out. I felt really good. I felt good. Then
You felt like you were working in a bank.
40.
and my peer, I'm still waiting for the results. The results are not out yet.
Oh, this during the 2
Yes.
months we were
Was it 2 months at that time?
3 months, it was 3
3
months.
months.
Yeah.
But then my results are not out yet.
But you're busy everywhere.
You
You're
are
working.
taking tea
I'm
from the bank.
moving one job to
Wait a
another
minute.
job.
Ulienda Nairobi kutafuta ID.
Eh?
Ukakwama huko ukiuza nguo.
Akamalizia kuwapa nini?
Akamalizia kwenda kwa hoteli.
Vituma.
Akatoka hapo kuuza mahindi.
Ndio hiyo Kisumu.
So when I got to then, you know, now it was time for me because I've left home for a long time. I said, let me go give them a visit. I called them there and they said, oh, Dad, I'm coming home this day. Okay. Hey, he was waiting. I came, Chapter 1,000.
Yes.
Took it. I had done shopping for like some t-shirts for him. He actually went back street and changed the meeting.
Wow.
That shirt, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. What a memory.
Then
It's beautiful to be able to.
He's dressing his dad now.
and then he said, your brothers wanted me to buy Ngayangama and some rice. I told him, let's go do that. We went and we did that. That's the say.
You are the youngest.
In my mind.
The fifth,
In
the
my,
second last one.
No, I'm the fifth. I'm the sixth. The last one.
Wow.
That is when we got home. My dad came from Morocco and he was doing this. And he was smiling. That's the last time and the first time I saw that man.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
After years of toiling and humiliation, losing an election and stuff.
You're losing a job.
Yeah.
So
Going back from the
To a cobbler, literally.
cobbling new
Kushona umbrellas na
Yeah.
nini.
and selling newspapers.
So I came. I went back, of course, and then he was like, "Do you have fare to go back?" Yeah, I do. Oh, and I went back. Now my results came out. I have a tea.
I don't need to laugh.
No, that's
Oh my goodness.
Now,
Why would you say that so casually? Yes, I have a
what am I going to tell my
You are busy here, you are
No,
smart on the
that's
streets.
not how do you call people you work with?
Colleagues.
My colleagues at the bank. What am I going to?
Yes,
You are supposed to be a banker.
you work in the bank.
And they're waiting. Someone, the results are out.
Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
yes, you work together, we can even be assimilated.
And my performance is showing high expectations.
Damn.
I'm coming out with a deep breath. And
Deep
then,
for dog.
and then you know my friend Bongo.
Shit.
Okay, I know.
Bongo was my classmate. We used to call each other. He used to call me And that's used to call me Antonio.
Antonio. It was
Not
really
Antonio. He used to call me Basani.
Basani, from the book of Merchant of Venice.
And I used to call him Antonio. So from that, Basani is a successful man.
Very successful.
It's very fortunate.
Oh my
The
goodness.
fortune of Basani is before on me, later on, but no, things were not looking good.
Yeah.
D is how I see.
Now the bank has that D.
Yeah, so I'm like, now that thing got me. You know, I wanted to go to university. Not that I don't have the ability. I have the ability.
It is the grade that is refusing.
No, the grade is not the fault. The fault is this gentleman.
Oh my goodness.
When I got to Form 3, I made very big, terrible mistakes. I put books aside and put the skirt on this hand.
Okay, the skirt is something must kill a man, right?
This guy is brilliant.
Something must finish a man.
No, you know I have to prove the ranking, so.
You are honoring the name.
Solomon.
There was something that was fishy there. Now you know these achievements and failures of King Solomon.
You have to take the achievements and the failures.
So the failures kicked in.
You see,
And
you see from your work you are brilliant, you are performing all through.
even my teachers.
At your age, you probably were 20.
Yeah.
He had the emotional maturity
To even, naturally, even right now, maybe the world is advancing and things, we're watching even things and stuff, but from a village, you're closing your father's eyes at the hospital. And you're able to even process it so fast that by the time you get to butcher, you can
want to
console
move
your
on with
brother.
life. Also, I think that the sergeant of staff was made way before you got that call for a green card. I think God made you that before you even could imagine that you would go to America.
Everything else you might have.
All these things that were happening in your life were preparing you.
And the training was formality.
Yeah.
Like the story of Moses, he had got to go through stuff.
Yeah.
And he was chased from in fact, he killed a Hebrew. And he was being looked after for, I will do it.
Yes.
And he goes to the desert.
Yes.
And then
To exile at Midian.
Moses na wasumbua pale. Then he comes back to be the one to take.
As Tamara, as Tamara, an outcast.
Most unlikely person to be chosen.
And speaking of that, Moses, most of the time we find ourselves running away from our blessings. Because you think that wherever you are more comfortable, but you don't want to go to a place where it's so uncomfortable, but that's where you are.
Your blessing is.
That is where you are being perfected.
To me, I feel like treasure is idling where people rubbish.
Hey,
So when I was thinking about these 4 men,
Get us some more.
you are hitting us with some really heavy things.
And before you go ahead, please, you say, like this whole thing, maybe let me talk to her. You see,
please.
You've been looking forward to, like you have your dad, you've experienced what he goes through, is now injured, he was growing to get the money that you need to go back to school. Your back in terms, he's down, you're taking, you learn from the business very fast.
Yes.
You're seeing him and he has in your hands. And 1 week after the marriage,
not 1 week, he was married on Friday, Monday I
you go back to school. Then soon after that,
You are
I received a phone call.
that you're now want a green card to go to the USA.
I feel
All
like
this sounds like
mimi na feel ni kama had he picked at the business, ile business alikuwa ndani, we probably would not be having his story. If that business had worked out for him, akaendelea akapata, angikosa kupata D, akuwe absorbed kwa hiyo bag, we would just have a regular bag.
Also, by the way, you never went to sit for a second time in cases.
Who told you I did not?
We are still continuing with the story.
Even after being told I'm going to the United States, He didn't stop me.
If he had actually passed the first time, angekosa kupata D. Angekuja awaka akuwe so exceptional hapo kwa bank, aingizwe kwa bank yenyewe, akuwe absorbed in the bank. Right now we would just be having a regular accountant story. You would never even have jumped out of an aircraft.
We would not.
So I think
because as you know, the green cards, they announced them which month?
Around
May.
this month.
May, it's May.
And my dad was buried on the 19th of May.
Oh.
So I was selected on the 23rd of April.
Oh my.
So I was selected before I even left the camp.
Oh.
But the notification got on
We
me.
need someone on this panel.
I think God lets people get to Steve, I think God lets you get to rock bottom to a point where
Maybe you've been complaining about stuff, about the situation you're in, when everything is fixed, you just need to.
Yes. Sometimes it is good to let yourself go for the free fall, to fall, so that there's nowhere else to go other than going up.
And forgot to open your eyes enough to take away anything you depended on. Probably, let's applaud this man on bottom because you see, he did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job as our family man. He did his job to give you a chance to be the man you needed to be.
Yeah.
Actually, before,
And then even in his death, he made you a man.
so before my dad died, you see now my plan A was my cousin to work and pay my school fees. But I also had plan B. Plan B, I had to come and plow the leftover field so I can plant tomatoes and managu and chisaga and sell them later. If my cousin will not pay, this stuff will do it. So after my daddy's funeral, I was already selling those
Tomatoes.
Yeah. And then I remember my mom told me that that kicked in so hard for me. I'm like, so what? Am I
Like now, you know what you said earlier? Huh? You told your brother at the butcher that you see, this man has been doing everything.
Yeah.
We need to see.
But you see, forgetting that I prayed that.
Yes.
Then when she asked me that, I was like, why are you telling me that?
I think God
then
had you.
quickly, I said no.
No, I need to do that. I think you were prepared, much as it would the news from your mother was my mom telling me, but I think you were prepared somehow for it.
And your mother is telling the last born?
Yeah.
Last born.
This is the last born.
Then I had not even won the green card yet. And then even when
You had not heard about it.
even when I heard the news that I've won the green card, first of all, I don't understand what is that.
You don't fully understand by the way.
Oh, so it didn't matter to you.
I don't know what it is.
Green card, like
I don't know
whatever,
what it is.
it's a card.
So I asked him, what is that? Oh, you're going to travel to America. Oh, wow. Then I told him, come to Kisi, I give you your green card. Me, I thought I'm traveling next week. So that day I was going, we lived about, you know where St. James is?
St. James,
Ichuni.
Yes.
Then now all the way down to our home. So I used to go to, I went to St. James.
The St. James all the way you go through.
But I said I will not do the work. So I rented a small room. I used to pay 300.
You refuse to go to work?
Why would I work? When I can pay 300 and I have tomatoes and all that. I used to make, my mom and my sister, they were my workers. They would pinch they would harvest
the tomatoes and
the managu and the chisaga. In every twice a week, they will bring me 1,000 each.
Wow.
And I'm still in school.
Solomon.
Hey.
And I know this is not how much they sold.
That is the main point. You knew there was something on the top.
That they have given me that. So so I was going home to get vegetable so that we can eat for dinner. And I told my brother, start cooking ugali, let me go get that. So I was approximately around close to where my dad was attacked. That's when I got the phone call.
Wow.
Then now I felt like now those people who killed my dad are watching me.
Oh yeah. In your shameful ground.
Yes, I had to run. I had to run and hide in the house.
Oh my
So I then from hapo kwa Utange mpaka huko Ichoni without stopping, thinking that somebody is chasing me because I am going to America.
That was him grieving, the trauma of grief, because he never really got to grieve.
So when I got there,
and is the running man who beat
I got there, I'm breathing hard. My brother is like, where is the vegetables? I'm like, yeah, you're asking me about vegetables and
I went to America.
What are you telling me? Like, you are talking about
I can sleep hungry for all I care. I went to America.
Oh, I remember that night we didn't even eat.
Really?
Yeah, we didn't. We forgot about the cooking. The ugali was there, nobody ate it. So my brother was like, hey man, when you go, don't forget about me.
So you're also American.
Yeah, don't forget about me. All those promises all night. Then, I came to that Saturday weekend because I could not come because of the weekdays. I had to wait for the weekend to come and get the green card. So I got to Kisii. This man, I met him and he's like, oh, here is your green card.
Was he a teacher in high school?
He was a principal somewhere. So he gave me the paperwork. Then I had asked my cousin, the one who talked to me, to look for these things and tell me, So I told him to come and we meet that person together. So that day, his wife went to labor, so he didn't come. And I'm glad that happened because when I came, the man gave me the paperwork. And I said, I'm not going back to Keroka. See, I know where this man lives. I'll go to his house and show him this thing. So they looked at it and they said, there's nothing here. He didn't give you the case number. I'm like, what is that now? I said, we just give him a call. I gave him a call. Hey, sir, you didn't give me the case number. He said, yeah, because you didn't come with a parent. Oh, but I told him I don't have a parent. My dad just died. He said, find an uncle. Well, I called my paternal uncle. He came with me to Kisii. So we came. I remember he took us to Uhuru Plaza downstairs. There was an hotel there. I don't know if it's still there.
Yeah, they were from the back.
So now I'm eating with fear because I don't have money to pay this kind of food. Even my uncle does not have that kind of money.
Oh my goodness.
And he has told me to come with a parent.
But your parent is not even able to.
So we ate and then he said, oh young man, for me to give you the case number, you have to give me 150,000.
Oh my goodness.
When he said that, I said, stop.
I don't have that kind of money.
You are in good business. Can you sell that thing?
Oh.
Because me, you are selling it to somebody who is not willing to. Even if
I'm not a potential client.
I'm not a client. If you can sell it.
That was so vile of him in retrospect.
I mean, I was like, what is the point? Like, in my imaginations, I cannot get that money.
If I got it, I would do something with it.
Yeah. I told him, you have hit on a bad client. Then we went. 3 months, it didn't bother me. He called me, are you serious? Do you know what is a green card? I told him, what is it? Do you know you can go and work in America, study in America? But yes, even if I understand all that, the money now, I don't have.
I'm not pretending.
Can we take a moment to really recognize that this person was really corrupt?
That
Why would he send a case number to you?
No,
for
he's the one who
100?
took up. He didn't understand nothing about it.
He
took a photo.
Give me
So
some.
he's selling it as an intellectual property or what?
No, not
Me,
me.
you know, I thought it was something green. I didn't that. And remember, there was a time when I left high school. You know, now I was working in Post Bank. I had to get an ATM card. They gave me a visa, and I said, "People are looking for visas to go to." I just got it.
How can you not sell a case number to such a person?
And later, this guy is telling me a case
You
number.
deserve it.
Yeah, you are client.
You were like, is this visa I have in my hands?
It was applied when he didn't understand anything. He has come, he doesn't. I think he was
Still, I don't understand.
ignorant.
Yeah.
Much as he was corrupt and exorbitant, it happens even now. People.
Yeah, someone will. Okay.
So, now, I went and I went 3 months. He called me. He told me, now these things is about to expire. We need to
Do something.
to submit. But then it was paperwork.
Oh, you don't.
But then it was
you don't reply through phone.
Yeah. See, now he has given me time to study what is a green card. Now when he said, now find 5,000, we apply. When it comes back, you have to give me 100,000. I said 5,000, I can beg and bring it.
But that time you're still in school.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So I begged. I mean, I had money because I was selling the. So I came. I gave him 5,000. But also, actually, my father, where I was having a Calito storage in Kiroko, when he gave me the key, he told me, don't give anybody this key. So after his burial and everything, people have scrolled, I went there and then I owned all the shoes and I got 10,000.
Wow.
He had 10,000 euros.
10,000. But now we were with my 2 brothers. Then I told them, I did not hide. That's one thing that I find difficult. If I have good news, I don't hide. Then I thought, wow, 10,000 AG. Yeah. So, and then I summoned them. I told them, you know, this they asked money we're getting from my dad. We must do something with it.
What?
I
You
said,
were still so thoughtful.
Hey,
Like,
brilliant man.
we will buy a cow.
So
And then
you
when it gives back, we divide. Then I thought about it. Me and my other brother, we are in school. The other brother is home. He might sell the cow. I said no.
Cancel. Scratch that.
Stop the car business.
I said we will divide. You take 3,000, I take 3,000, and you take 3,000. And the 1,000 is remaining. We're going to give our sister and tell her to do something important with it. We were not going to tell her where we got the money from. But we're going to give her 1,000. We tell her do something with it. So my brother jumped and bought a phone. My other brother, I told him, hey, because he's the one who took over selling magazine business from my dad. I told him, this money, if you put into the business, and every week you can buy 1 iron sheet and build a house for yourself. After around 6 months, before 6 months, it was our business. It was our business. It was our business. So that's why I say that car we buy.
Yeah, you understood
This one
that.
is.
So then,
What did you do with your 3,000?
mine, there was some left land that I've never been tilted. So I paid people to go and tilt it. I planted.
Oh, so now you are given the 5,000 this guy was asking for, you could afford. Remember we were talking about this guy?
So now I started having the plan of paying this man 100,000 when it comes.
Oh, so now you're
So
When the time comes, you
I started farming beans, trimming the tea. My father had tea, so I had to start trimming it. So I get the bonus. So I get the money from the farm and all that. Because also when I graduated high school immediately, I went straight to sell magazines. So I was in a serious business of looking money for 100,000 to pay this man. But for those who trust in the Lord, He provides.
Amen.
So the I doing so hard to, even the harvest, I had a huge harvest, but I never saw it even one because I did not believe it.
Oh, God provided.
Yes.
Wow.
Because by that time, I told him the 5,000. See now the paperwork says, verify your case number and sign. I wrote that thing down and put it in my pocket.
Oh, so that's how the Lord was providing.
I'm not counting up fully.
When they went to feed
Because I was told the green card is the case now.
Yes.
Why can't I write it down?
Yes.
And have it. And have the green card.
So this guy thought you would outsmart him.
Yeah. So I wrote
But this book,
that green card number down and I sent it to my cousins who are in the States. Look at that thing and see, is it in the system? They looked and said, yes, it is in the system. I said, good.
You are
At least since the
stealing from the thief.
since the 150 was requested, you are trying
But
to start
still,
this
but still, I worked hand in hand with him. I was still genuinely looking for 150. I mean 100.